Dr. Colette Brown-Graham, and I'm an OBGYN, and I happen to be the president of the T. Leroy Jefferson Medical Society. And I am so proud to be here to welcome all of you students and all of the people who helped us bring this together, because it's just an amazing effort. And it's so wonderful to see. Last year we had probably 300. This year we have over 500 students that are going to see everything about medicine that we can bring under one school. We want to thank Inlet Grove School for being such a wonderful partner. And yes, thank you. They have been amazing. And on that vein, I was told that please, students, keep these two. They're not for you to be used for sports. The purple one is for your pizza for lunch, P for P. And the yellow one is for you to be part of the drawing. And we have some amazing things to give away at the end, including an iPad mini. Yes. So please come to the closing ceremony. One of the things about coming to the closing ceremony is that we want to make sure that we keep doing a good job. So the survey that's there at the end, we do expect every student to fill it out, because this is the way that we're able to show that we've actually made a difference. So please fill out the survey before you actually come in to get some of the drawings for the iPad mini. Now I'm going to take it away to Dr. Duncan. I need a huge round of applause. This man is a working anesthesiologist. Who knows what an anesthesiologist is? Well, okay, he puts people to sleep. No. But now he actually has spearheaded this. He has called, he has done so many things to make this come together, and I'm just so proud to be on stage with him, and I want to thank him for T. Leroy Jefferson for helping us get this all together. So as the chairman of this mentorship, Roger, thank you so much. And Dr. Duncan will take it away.
Well, again, let me echo Dr. Brown-Graham's sentiments in thanking you guys for being here. It's a Saturday morning, and many of you could be sitting at home on the couch eating Captain Crunch cereal, but instead you're here learning and growing and taking advantage of all these people's, the exhibitors' time and attention and caring, who want to expand your minds and expand your horizons and your career options for the future. So we're very happy that you're here. We also want to acknowledge a number of people who were instrumental in helping things to happen. There's school board people, Deborah Robinson, Camille Coleman, Dr. Banks here. My planning committee, I want to acknowledge them. They've been working so hard to make this all happen. We have some special super contributors that have been important in making all of this happen. That is the Quantum Foundation, the Wells Fargo Bank and Foundation, as well as Palms West Hospital, bringing people and materials. You know, they really rock the house. We appreciate that. The staff and students of Inlet Grove, the people in the yellow, the people in the blue shirts are fantastic. My wife and the family who have been indulgent in allowing me to help put this on for the last 6 months and all this planning, and seeing a little bit less of me. So I really appreciate their efforts and allowing me to help put this on for you all. I want everybody to think and remember a couple of things. First of all, on a global scale, it's a global economy. There are global things and changes that are happening. America used to be #1 in test scores and technology and invention, and a lot of that math and science, you people for the future, our test scores are slipping, our people aren't taking the hard classes that they need to, and there's places like China and Singapore and Hong Kong and Japan and Belgium and Northern Ireland who are outstripping us in math and technologies and sciences. So we're falling behind the 8 ball. And so it's up to all of us to buckle down, play a little bit less football and basketball, and study those books that are going to reap benefits for us all in the future. Okay? Another fact, say for instance, African Americans represent 13% of the US population, but only 4% of the doctors. Okay? Unfortunately, here in Palm Beach County, only 26% of black males are even graduating from high school. Now, if you look at the fact that even at McDonald's these days, people have bachelor's degrees and master's degrees, but they can't even find decent jobs, somebody who doesn't even have a GED, all they're going to do is end up at GCI, which is Glades Correctional Institution, okay? You have to have skills and knowledge in order to contribute in a meaningful way to society and not be left behind on the economic game, okay? So, and for all of our people who like sports, I do too, I was just at one of the Heat games and everything, but there's a lot of kids, even today, we had a number of them drop out off our bus from Pahokee. There was a football player who was having a big party out there, and so they decided not to come. I want people to realize that while sports and everything are fun, the second you go up for the ball or you tear your ACL, and Dr. Lorenzen isn't there to fix you, but even with him fixing you, your whole career may be over, okay? And what are you going to do then if you can't even read and write? It's only like, 1 in probably 10,000 that ever even go to college or get, scholarships or go on to the professional sports. So the coaches usually tell you, deuces, see you later, because I got so many more people to pick up your slot, okay? So you need to put the knowledge in your brain so that over the course of a lifetime, you'll be having lots of different careers and options and choices to do.
One of my roles is the coordinator for the Medical Reserve Corps. Anyone know what the Medical Reserve Corps is? Ever heard of it? No? What year are you all, for the most part? Juniors? Okay. Most of you probably weren't around for 9/11 or probably were toddlers, but you've heard of 9/11, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Well, when 9/11 happened, a lot of people wanted to help and rush and provide support. But you also had a segment of the population that wanted to loot and take their wallet and do bad things. Well, after 9/11, President Bush created a program called the Medical Reserve Corps. And this program is designed for people to volunteer. It's a structured environment for people to volunteer in the case of disasters. And that's any kind of disasters. What kind of disasters do we have here in South Florida? Hurricanes, that's a big one. We have floods, all types of floods. We have wildfires. We have all types of, unfortunately, we have bombing incidents. People are getting really kind of crazy now, and shootings are occurring too. But the Medical Reserve Corps provides the structure necessary to deploy people who want to help during disaster. And people in our program, I know exactly who they are because they go through a background check, so we make sure that they're legitimate. We know exactly what their credentials are. If they're a registered nurse in trauma, we send them. If they want an orthopedic surgeon, we send exactly what they need. So when this person goes to the site, they don't have to worry about if they're there to harm. They don't have to worry about if they have the qualifications. They have the qualifications because we vetted them and put it through a system. So that's kind of like the program I run. I go out, I go to nursing schools, I go to colleges, I go to nursing programs, I go to doctor's offices, and I recruit people who want to who want to volunteer their services?
If you like helping people, having great oral health, it's a wonderful career. You get to set your hours, which is a big plus, because unlike medicine, where you have to work when you're on call, you get called in the middle of the night, that's one of the reasons I knew I wanted to work in the health field, but I wanted to control my hours. So dentistry allowed me to do that. Like in my private practice, I work from 7 to 2 versus typical hours 9 to 5 or 9 to 6. So it gives you that control. The practice of dentistry is broken into several fields. General dentistry allows you to do, yes?
How many days do you work?
Well, I work 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, and every other week I work, sorry, it's warm in here. I work a half day Friday. And when I work the half day Friday, I work a late Thursday. So you see how flexible it is if you really get to control your career and you're working in the health field.
So this is what the doctors would use, maybe in the emergency room or up on the floors. It's very simple. Instead of, sometimes they use a stethoscope to be able to listen. Now you're able to take a quick look at it. So basically you just flip it open. And this one actually is similar to the cardiac probe, right? The one I showed you before. So what it does, it boots up really quick. You can take a quick look at the heart, stomach, abdomen. They do it for babies, looking at babies as well. So all you'd have to do is you come right in, it boots right up, you go right into the main menu. So you have presets in here, so what you do is everything's right here, it kind of looks like a little Game Boy, right? That's how Nicholas knows, right? He could probably operate this. So all the technology you want are small little devices that can make a big impact. So here you can see you got cardiac, abdominal, and OB. You know what that is? You see that? Does that look like a little baby's face right there? Yeah. So a lot of times they want to look at just where the position of the baby is, look at the fetal heart, and this is just kind of showing you some of the venous work that has on it as well. So these are some of the products that we sell and represent.
So that's why we need to know our math, right? And there is, it's not a matter of, well, I can't do this. No, you work hard at it. So if you have any questions for me afterward, and I'm also a family nurse practitioner, and I work doing an internship right now with a physician. So those are some of the stuff that I've been able to do, and in nursing we can also do research and all of those other areas.
Like with Louise, she's family nurse practitioner. I specialize in adult gerontology. She can go from 0 on up.
Pregnant women.
Right.
To,
so if like when I was in nursing school, I had to do peds and OB, but I didn't like it. You know what you like. So when I called my nurse practitioner, I thought it was a waste of time for me to do an OB and peds rotation. So my program just was adult and like from 11-year-old to 99, 100-year-old. That's what type of patients I would see. That's it. So I don't have to do peds or OB. So that's why I say it's what you like, whatever you like, what's your passion, you go for that. Nursing is so wide range, like she was saying, you can teach in Bahamas, you can do travel nurse. Travel nurse make great money.
Say maybe you can think about what someone else. Okay.
You're thinking about something, okay, say it.
Yeah, come on, don't be afraid.
Right
There's no
behind
right
you.
or wrong answer. And the reason I said that is just for life. You just don't, give a definition with the same definition, right? Yeah, so that's what a heart attack is. And a lot of muscle dead, that's a big heart attack, that may be sudden death, okay? So, cardiac question, very good. And you really tried, I could tell you were listening. I answered too. Okay.
We have all your primary care doctors. If you've had problems with bones, we get the orthopedics, and they all want certain things done. Our thing is to take what they want, convert it into a picture to show them what they need. And sometimes we have to figure out what they want and how the best way is to get it.
Has anybody had an x-ray at all? What'd you have an x-ray of? Of your ankle. So when they put you in the room, they had you put your leg out. Right. So what we do then is we have to put you in multiple different positions because there's more than just one bone that's involved in your ankle. So they probably took 3 pictures, 4 pictures. What happens is when we take those pictures, all those images go straight to the radiologist. He's gonna look at everything and say, well, nothing broken, or there is something broken. Then that leads you to then go to another doctor. So we're kind of like the photographers of your body. Was it broken or not broken?
No.
Good, good. And who else put their hand up, had an x-ray? Would you have an x-ray of?
And the GI one when I was younger.
Okay, so you drank the barium?
Mm-hmm.
How did that taste?
Like chocolate.
Yeah, yeah. We, besides looking at your bones, and that's why we were saying the anatomy portion of this is so super important for us to learn, is we actually also look at your esophagus, where your food goes down into your stomach, your small bowel, all the way down to your exit point. And the way we get to do that is by having you drink this lovely cocktail.
Who's going to be a doctor someday? Yeah? And when you're a doctor, what's one of the most important things you got to have? No, you got to clean hands. What else? You got what? A degree. Absolutely. What else? You got to have patience. Ooh, that's a good one. Everyone stop for a second. Who's got patience? We all got patience. That's good. Oh, you mean like patience, like people? Or patience to listen, right? You know what else you need? You gotta have a high school diploma. You know what you also gotta have? You gotta have love for people. And if you're gonna have love for people and take care of them, you gotta be gentle. You gotta be gentle. So let's not start yet. Let's not start. You guys are excited. That's good, right? But you wanna have love for people, so you gotta respect him and you gotta treat him nice, right? Okay, so why don't you guys get started?
All right, so Sydney's going to tell you what we do, why we're here.
Okay, well, we're anesthesiologist assistants. We're actually
AAs?
Yeah. We're all students right now. These are some of our professors. We're learning about anesthesia and how to take care of patients while they're in surgery so that they don't feel it, they don't remember it, because surgery can be kind of scary, right? So it's important that we take care of the patient and make sure that everything that's happening in their body is good and that they're getting enough oxygen, that they're breathing okay.
So what do you think happened to Peter?
Yeah.
Let's give him a name first.
Why
What's
is
his
he
name?
getting...
Roger.
Perfect.
His name is Roger. Cleveland.
Roger. All right.
So what happened to him?
He's sick. What's wrong with him? All right, couple things. All right, someone said his arms missing. He's got a heart attack, and then also you said it's something bad with his throat. He's got bad laryngitis or something. Okay. All right, so he's sick, right? And we help give anesthesia. Does anesthesia cure anything? No. What do we need to cure his arm and his heart? Medicine. And we need doctors. And what does Dr. Lorenzen do?
Surgery.
He's a surgeon. He needs surgery, right? The surgery is gonna save his life.
Let's go call him.
We should. We got to get him in here, right? But can Dr. Lorenzen do his surgery without anesthesia?
No.
Why not?
You need to put him to sleep.
He won't feel it. What happens if he feels it?
Because
He's gonna hurt him. He's gonna move. Dr. Lorenzen is a brilliant guy. Saves lives, but he can't work without anesthesia. He needs good anesthesia to give good surgery, right? So who wants to help? Who wants to help give anesthesia so Dr. Lorenzen can do his work? Me? I want it. Anyone? Yeah.
in my role, sometimes it's considered to be controversial, so you'll have to gain the knowledge and respect of your peers, and that's something that's really important. You have to be a team player. I have no staff, so I don't have anyone that I can delegate to. I don't have anyone where I can say, go investigate this issue or go provide education to this department. It's all on me. But that means I'm dependent on those relationships that I have with those other operational areas. So like in the lab, emergency room, radiology, the medical records department, case management. I know all those directors very well, and at Christmas I gave them all small tokens so that whenever I pick up the phone and call them, that they'll feel compelled to help me, right? And I mean, for obvious reasons, we're on the same team, we're all a part of the leadership team, and so we need to exhibit that team spirit and work together. So I will engage them, you know, gain knowledge from them, get their expertise. You know, how does this work in your department? How do you guys do these things? So operationally, even though I'm a part of the administrative team, I don't have any of those key business lines is what we call them. Remember, we had someone who said they want to be a physical therapist. Well, that's one of our business lines. OBGYN, we deliver babies, that's another one of the business lines. So all of those key areas and all of those services we provide have a leader, and those are the individuals that I typically tend to interact with, and they help me reinforce all those laws and policies and regulation that I talked about earlier. So this is a part of my title, right? I'm the Ethics and Compliance Officer, but what does it mean to comply? When I say the word comply, what do you think about? Following a rule or conforming to a rule, right? So that means basically, here's the rule, I'm going to comply with it, I'm going to do what the rule says. But if we talk about the word responsibility, what does responsibility mean? An obligation. It's a little bit higher than just complying. You want to deal with something in a meaningful way.
First, a PA is going to look like a doctor in the office to you, or a doctor in the hospital. You're going to be hard to tell the difference, but they function in a very similar way, but they work together with them. Yes, ma'am. Can the PA make medicine? Okay, so when you say make medicine, what do you mean? Are you formulating the actual drugs? Is that what you're saying? So PAs can work in any discipline of medicine, right? They can be in the hospital, they can work in research. So in a research facility, yes, they could. In general though, I write a prescription, I give it to you, you go to the pharmacy and you fill it. The pharmacist is really the one that makes the medicine. When you're directly hands-on, that's the pharmacist. Sometimes they will compound, sometimes they'll just dispense the medicine. Yes, that's it.
So a PA and a nurse practitioner, are they basically on the same
They're
level?
very similar, yes. We consider ourselves, sometimes we're a little adversary, but we're we compete almost for the same position, but they are considered mid-level providers, and they function almost the same way. The training is a little bit different. Nurse practitioner came out of a nursing model. He actually started because they were, it was after the Vietnam War, I want to say. So they trained them in these same rotations, trained them in a kind of quasi-med school model. So we come out of medicine. That's my only advocate, as opposed to nursing. Nurse practitioners come out of more of a nursing model. I like the model that we came out of. I got to rotate and do gross anatomy in that same way. But very similar in function to what you see us on the street, yeah.
So let me ask this question. Is there anyone in here who's interested in a career in medicine?
Oh, we got a few medicine careers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So why don't you guys take service?
Put it down. Okay, so how many? Okay, so Michelle.
Miss Michelle, listen to what she's saying, Miss Baptiste is saying. It takes a lot of reading. It can be done, but you guys have to work hard. You remember what Dr. Cato said in the beginning about working hard, studying, having a strong family foundation, because you're going to need that support. That's important. So it can be done. She's proved that it can be done. And that's
While we're introducing ourselves, I'm going to pass around some surgical instruments and surgical implants. If you have any questions about what they are, just ask, and we'll be more than happy to explain to you what they are and what we're doing with them, okay? Good.
I'm Jack Robinson III. I'm the surgical technologist, along with the vendor in the operating room over at Palms West. I'm responsible for all the machines. And this is
I'm Shaquan Morgan. I'm a surgical tech at Palms Hills Hospital.
I'm Danielle Davis. I'm a certified surgical tech at Palms Hills Hospital.
I'm Marvin Dozier. I'm a certified surgical assistant, and I'm at 10 different hospitals in 3 counties, all over the place. I couldn't believe that.
Basically, if somebody had a hip fracture, you fell down, that's a socket for the hip. So that would go on the end of it, so your leg can actually move around. We take a drill like everybody would have at home, drill down the shaft, trowel it, but something similar to that, but it have little rough edges on it. Tap it in, open the implant, bang it in the patient, put the little ball on. Marvin will close you up.
Oh, I do know what that
When he says bang on the patient, he literally means bang on the patient. We have a hammer,
A hammer just like you.
and he can hammer right down into your femoral shaft. Just like
Yes, ma'am.
Can't you use that on your nose?
Yes.
What was the question?
She wants to know if you can use a different instrumentation on your nose.
Yeah, when we do a lot of ENT surgery, a lot of it's very primitive. There's certain tractors we go in, and we actually use our hammer and chisel to break down some of the cartilage or bone inside your nose. So the answer to that is yes.
She has a question. Yes, ma'am.
Is the bone that you make all banging still in the blood?
Yes, we're making a space. So if we're hollowing out the center of the bone, you're gonna keep something. All right, so this, oh, great. All right, so this right here would be, if this was on me, that's my knee, kind of like that, okay? So this here, the metal portion, we're gonna drill a hole down the center of this, the metal portion, this metal portion, after we drill the hole, would be on the inside, right in the center. That way, so kind of stability, so it would break down. It's already broken half, so we can go down the shaft and hold it together.
This part snaps off. And this is the part she said is very heavy. Yes, it is. And this will replace this part. So sometimes we'll take a saw and we'll cut that part off, and it gets replaced with this so that it moves fluid inside their arm.
That's when it's really, really bad.
This is not a real
That's a fake one.
It's a fake one. But we'll drill a hole in here like she asked, we'll make a space, and it goes like this. And then there's a part called the acetabular, which is where this part goes into. So we'll take who knows what a cheese grater is? Okay, exactly. So what we'll do is we'll take a cheese grater in the shape of this, and we'll drill out that space. This gets put into the pelvic part here, and it goes like this. So now they have a brand new hip. Along with that hip, they get a card. And with that card, they're able to travel through the airport that says, hey, I have a metal implant on my body. Because when they get to the machine, so they hand the card and say, go ahead, sir.
What does dizziness have to do with ear, nose, and throat?
What does dizziness have to do with the ear, nose, and throat? Good question. All right. We see a lot of patients who are dizzy, and the reason why we see them is because dizziness can be any time where somebody feels they're off balance, the room's spinning, they're spinning. That specific is called vertigo. If you're spinning or the room feels like it's spinning, that's vertigo. Anything else is not vertigo, but you'll hear people talk about vertigo as everything from feeling disoriented, from feeling like the earth is moving, where they feel unsteady, where they're falling down. Those all can be described as dizziness. Lightheadedness is described as dizziness. So dizzy incorporates everything like that. Now, for me specifically in ENT, patient comes to see me and they say they're dizzy. I want to know what the symptoms are. Because, as I said, dizziness can be anything, can mean anything to anybody. So when they tell me, so I ask them, is the room spinning? Or they're spinning? How long it's been going on? What brings it on? What makes it feel better? So what I want to know is if it's coming from an infection in the ear, or if it's coming from inflammation in the inner ear. The inner ear, as I said, is this part of the ear right here. So you have the external ear. Most people don't get dizzy from the external ear. Although some people say if you get wax pushed up against your eardrum, that can then trigger that reaction and you feel dizzy or lightheaded. The middle ear, if you get fluid in that ear, that can cause dizziness because it then transmits an inflammation or swelling to these semicircular canals in the inner ear. But if the nerve, remember this nerve right here, the 8th cranial nerve, that controls hearing and balance. So if that gets irritated, if there's a tumor on it, called an acoustic neuroma, if it gets a viral infection that gets in on that and it gets swelling, or if there's any type of injury to this nerve, then I get involved, because then that's where ENTs get involved with dizziness. So we can get tumors on the nerve, we get inflammation of the nerve, you can get something called viral labyrinthitis, where you get a virus gets in there. You can also have bacterial labyrinthitis. And so the patient comes in, they're unsteady, they can't stand up, and the room is spinning, or they feel like they're spinning. Those are the things that we get involved with.
I'm Jordana Levy. I'm in the 8th grade and I attend Lakeshore Middle School in the medical program. I think Dr. Lorenzo's speech was very moving. It opened my eyes to be an ENT, and the other sessions that I attended, it was really heartfelt and warm, and they taught us a lot about their careers and their specialties. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ray Sean Kuhn and I attend Inlet Grove and I'm in the engineering program. Dr. Lorenzo's speech really inspired me because it gave me different things to know about success and how I can reach success. The different sessions that I have attended was very influential to let me know about the different types of medical careers that there are out there. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Sarah. I'm in the 9th grade at Inlet Grove studying to be an LPN. Mr. Lorenzo's speech was very inspiring because not only does the amount of an education cost, but it's also worthy of getting your education. And the different sessions that I've attended so far has a wide variety of what I want to do. I can't decide which one I want, so let's see how far I can go.
Hi, my name is Rainey Kasich. I'm in 9th grade and I'm in the medical program at Inlet Grove High School. Dr. Lorenzo's speech was very creative and educational. It was very inspiring. The different sessions were very unique and creative. I especially liked the neuroscience one about the brain stems and stuff.
Hi, my name is Melissa Gaston. I'm in 9th grade and I'm in the medical program at Inlet Grove High School. Today our event was very inspiring. Dr. Lorenzo's speech was very educating to me and to how I want to go in a medical program when I'm older. Today, when we visited different sessions and different medical careers in the medical world. And I learned a lot about radiology and nursing and the different worlds and requirements of the medical program.
Hi, my name is Junice from South Tech Academy. I'm a junior and I liked this event. I learned a lot about different fields. I thought it was just nursing or doctorate, but there's different types of fields. And yeah, I learned what you make, what you can do, different schools that offer fast programs, and I'm loving it.
Hi everybody that's watching, my name is Jonathan Laurent. I'm a junior at Inlet Grove High School. In case you guys don't know what junior means, that's 11th grade, and I am the architecture program. Now, what I thought of Dr. Lorenzo's speech was kind of, how you say, inspiring in my own ways. I mean, my favorite part was when he said the second and third M was money and motivation. And it inspired me because I want to get money. Now, the different sessions that I've attended, some were kind of interesting, some were kind of bland, but all in all, I learned a lot, and right now I think I know what I want to do with my life. So, this is Jonathan Laurent, signing off.
We're going to start reading off the winners, but again, I just wanted to thank, hey, lower the volume. Okay. I wanted to thank everybody again for taking their Saturday and to coming and joining with us. We totally appreciate it. And without further ado, we're going to start off with the raffle. Some of the smaller prizes first, and then ending with the iPad minis that we have. 2 of them. Bam. Okay.
Come on. And here's your stethoscope. Seven. 000597. 000482. 000109. 000109. Zero 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 069. 00017. 00017. 000455. 000419. 000419. 000403. All right, now everyone needs to be quiet because this is the moment we've really all been waiting for. All right, now we're going to do the iPad. All right, ready? 0004880. And the next one for the last one is 000053.
I hope everybody did their survey to give us all that feedback so we can do this even better for next year. Okay, did everybody have a good time? Did you guys all get smart? Get even smarter than you are. Well, that's fantastic.
We're going to leave, but I want to make sure that everybody knows that this took a lot of effort and work, and I really want to once again thank Dr. Duncan for doing the job that he did.
I'm glad that you all are here. I know that many of you have to catch your buses and everything. We very much appreciate you being here and getting smart. As you guys take off, we want to make sure that especially the kids are riding the buses, we have some additional pizzas that you guys can take on the way with you, okay, for home. And thank you for being here. We'll catch you next year, and we'll see you in the world of medicine and science in the future.